What Draper must do to bridge Sinner and Alcaraz gap. When Jack Draper talked about missing an opportunity after his French Open defeat, he was not just referring to missing out on a quarter-final spot. Britain's world number 5 was also frustrated at not setting up a chance to test himself against the man he wants to catch, world number 1 Jannik Sinner. Draper's fourth-round loss to 62nd-ranked Alexander Bublik meant he missed out on a chance to try and avenge his U.S. Open semi-final defeat by Italy's Sinner. It also offered a sharp reminder of how the 23-year-old Englishman still has to bridge the gap to Sinner and world number 2 Carlos Alcaraz at the Grand Slams. Draper is on the cusp. He has to keep doing what he's doing, British former world number 4 Greg Rosetsky told BBC Sport. Jack has not had a full year where he has been healthy until now. Sinner and Alcaraz have been consistently healthy and consistently rising. How can Draper catch Sinner and Alcaraz? Over the past year, Draper has made monumental progress to become one of the most feared players on the ATP Tour. His Grand Slam breakthrough came at the U.S. Open and was backed up by runs to the last 16 of the Australian Open and now in Paris. But Sinner, 23, and Alcaraz, 22, have a stranglehold on the majors, having won the past 5 Grand Slams between them. The British number 1 conceded it was really difficult not to get the opportunity to assess his level over 5 sets against his good friend Sinner in Paris. Draper has much less Grand Slam experience than the leading stars, while also having only 168 tour-level matches under his belt compared to Sinner's 356 and Alcaraz's 300. "I'm a long way behind those boys. I still have lots to learn," Draper said. "They're probably a year or 2 years ahead of me and have obviously achieved a lot more. If you look at how many ATP matches they've played double the amount I have. I do have a lot to do to catch up with them." Draper was ranked 39th in the world when he lost in the French Open first round last year, suffering a shock defeat by Dutch qualifier and 176th ranked Jesper de Jong. His rise has been underpinned by winning Indian Wells, one of the biggest tournaments outside of the majors, and reaching the Madrid final, both ATP events played over 3 sets. Improved fitness has seen him climb the world rankings, and he could move to 4th after the French Open. He has already leapfrogged American Taylor Fritz in the live rankings, although Roland Garros quarterfinalists Novak Djokovic, Lorenzo Musetti, and Tommy Paul can still overhaul him. "My level is getting better all the time, but it's not just the tennis. It's the consistency of what they're doing," Draper said of Sinner and Alcaraz. "Even though I've been more consistent, it's doing it when it matters, and these are the tournaments that matters. I think I'm working hard. I'm doing the right things, and we'll see." Will Wimbledon provide another breakthrough? Draper now turns his attentions to the grass court season which, of course, culminates at Wimbledon. He has the game to thrive on the grass, particularly with his potent first serve, but has yet to go beyond the second round in 3 appearances. The higher seeding also boosts his chances of a deeper run. The shorter, sharper points will suit him, and the lefty serve, which has so much variety, helps him achieve that, said former British women's number 1 Annabel Croft. "It swings out wide on the ad side. He can swing it into the body. The kick away from a right-hander is a nightmare. He's got every kind of serve you can imagine." That's a huge advantage on a grass court. Draper warmed up for Wimbledon last year by winning his first ATP title on the Stuttgart grass. Draper does not intend to defend his title in Germany next week, instead planning to take a week off the match court and focus on practice before playing at Queen's Club. "I'll be happy to get on a faster surface, and when I'm much more comfortable moving on," said Draper. "I look forward to being back home and on the grass for sure." Can he cope with Wimbledon expectation? It is the second time Draper arrives at Wimbledon as the British number 1, but he will face even more scrutiny this time around. Draper, who faced testing atmospheres against home favorites at the Australian Open and French Open this year, believes he will thrive with the crowd support behind him. "Dealing with expectation when you're playing well is quite easy because you use the crowd to fuel you," Rosetsky said. "It's when you're not playing well, that's what becomes difficult with pressure. You end up trying too hard, and that never works out well. You have to organically allow it to happen if you're putting in the work, and Jack is doing that." Draper has struggled with anxiety in the biggest moments of his career and vomited on court during his New York semi-final against Sinner. He sought advice from a breathing coach and now believes the sickness was not down to stress. I found out it was to do with the fact that I was taking lots of painkillers for an injury that I had. That wasn't the anxiety, he added. It's weird, when I'm on the tennis court, it's probably the place I'm least anxious.